Hi everyone, Kim Peremski here with Agile Prowess, here to discuss 5 considerations for choosing your sprint length. The maximum time box for a sprint is up to 1 month. Over the years, I have seen the sprint length move from 4 weeks to now most often an average of 2 weeks. But that doesn't mean you should arbitrarily choose a 2-week sprint cadence. So what are some considerations that you might want to take into account? Consideration number one, how new is your team to Scrum? If they are a newer team, they might need a little bit of a longer cadence to be able to acclimate to the Scrum framework, adopt new ways of working, adopt new ways of planning and prioritizing their work, collaborating with one another, engaging in those Scrum events. Consideration number two, what access do you have to your customers and stakeholders? The whole point of having a time-boxed sprint is so that we can get feedback from our customers and stakeholders, typically during the sprint review, which is held at the end of the sprint. If you can't engage your customers and stakeholders in a shorter time period every 2 weeks or so, you may want to opt for a longer sprint cadence. Consideration number three, what is the complexity of your product? The whole point of having a sprint is that we want to produce one or more increments of value throughout the sprint. And if your product is more complex, that shorter time frame may not allow you to produce those increments of value. So again, you may want to opt for a longer sprint cadence. Consideration number four would be the level of your product's maturity. If you are working with a brand new product, it's probably more volatile. You're going to have a lot more changes more frequently. You may need earlier and more often feedback. So you may want to opt for a shorter sprint length in that case. Whereas if your product is more mature, you may be able to go with a little bit of a longer cadence. And consideration number five, what is the cadence of the other teams within your organization? It may be advantageous for you to adopt their same sprint cadence so that you can plan and coordinate more effectively. I'm interested to hear what sprint cadence you find to be most effective and if there are other considerations that you take into account when determining a sprint length. Take care and thanks for watching.